A major development has once again pulled the Jeffrey Epstein scandal back into the spotlight. And this time, the focus is on his convicted associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell appeared virtually before the US House Oversight Committee from a Texas prison, where she is serving a 20-year sentence for sex trafficking minors connected to Epstein's network. Lawmakers hoped this closed-door deposition would provide new answers about Epstein's operations, potential co-conspirators, and the powerful figures rumored to be involved. But the hearing took an unexpected turn. Instead of responding to questions, Maxwell invoked the Fifth Amendment, a constitutional right that allows individuals to refuse answering questions that may incriminate them.
Or trafficking of young women or girls.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Have you ever coerced, directed, or otherwise instructed any young woman or girl to provide sexual favors to Mr. Epstein or any other individual?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence. I would like to answer your question, but on the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer this question.
By doing so, she effectively stayed silent throughout the proceedings. Republican Committee Chairman James Comer expressed frustration, saying the decision was deeply disappointing, as investigators were seeking clarity and justice for survivors. According to him, lawmakers had prepared extensive questions regarding both Maxwell's role and Epstein's wider network. Democratic Representative Melanie Stansbury offered another perspective, suggesting Maxwell used the opportunity to campaign for clemency, essentially pushing for a reduced sentence or pardon. That claim gained traction after Maxwell's lawyer posted on social media indicating she would be prepared to speak openly if granted presidential clemency. However, officials have been quick to shut down that possibility. The White House has publicly stated that no leniency or special treatment is being discussed, reinforcing that Maxwell remains accountable under her current conviction. Meanwhile, survivors of Epstein's trafficking ring have voiced strong concerns. In a letter to lawmakers, they urged skepticism toward Maxwell's potential testimony, criticizing her past refusal to identify individuals allegedly involved in the network. Survivors warned that granting her credibility or special consideration could undermine justice and re-traumatize victims. The situation is further complicated by ongoing political and legal questions surrounding Epstein's connections. Some lawmakers intended to ask Maxwell about references to unnamed co-conspirators mentioned in legal filings, as well as her and Epstein's social interactions with high-profile figures over the years. She declined to address any of these issues. At the same time, the U.S. Department of Justice has released millions of pages of investigative documents related to Epstein's case. Members of Congress are now reviewing unredacted versions, raising expectations that new details could eventually surface. For now, Maxwell's silence has left investigators and the public with more uncertainty than answers. While legal rights protect her decision not to speak, the unanswered questions continue to fuel debate about accountability, transparency, and the full scope of the Epstein network. As developments unfold and more documents are reviewed, this story remains one to watch closely. Stay with Celeb Decoder for further updates and deep dives into the headlines shaping global conversations.